Hi, how's it going, guys? It's your boy Patience once again. So I decided to come at you with a new one today. With this one, I decided to model me out a few of my goblins. So this is me drawing my first one. I've given them quirky names to go along with it. And I had quite a bit of fun drawing them up. I wanted to give them a little bit of props that would be a bit comical, a bit funny, and it's all just to be very entertaining, as there would be funny yet annoying characters within my work, especially my promo, as that's where I intend to really kind of introduce them. So here you can see how I drew them up, slightly lazy drawn as well. He's going to have flies around him. I was thinking of drawing him with braids, but I figured goblins with braids is a bit too sophisticated. So I decided to keep the hair on the chest and on the hands. He's holding some sort of a power stone, which later on we'll probably get to see is probably going to be a bit funny. And the most important part is the bit that I'm coming up to now, which is his bat, which I believe I draw honey on it, and this is his way of simply gathering a quick snack for themselves, and maybe even like maybe it'll be a defensive attack thing when he attacks his enemies. I put the thicker bands on his bats because too thin made it look too sophisticated. But yeah, so if he hits his enemies, maybe bees might sting them. He wears a garment of a snake around his hand. So it was these kind of things that I kind of wanted to bring out, just to bring out the characteristics of my goblins, as they're almost like cavemen. I'm guessing the more flies they have around them, is the more popular they are, as they like smells. So yeah. I was thinking of giving him hair to start with, but I figured that would be a bit too much. So instead, this is what I went with. So I decided to go with like a prop, and this would be another one of a goblin that would be within that clan. I doubt I'd have rival clans as such, but I haven't really thought about that at the moment. As you can see, he wears a skull instead. Which is supposed to be probably quite favorable. I'm not too sure with what I'll do with the leaves. I'm guessing that ribbon around his waist will be like dinosaur skin. And yeah, so I had a bit of fun with that one, and then I decided to draw the third one. As you can see, I decided to draw them up in finished lines, rendered lines, because I knew that they were going to be simple yet slightly easy to render out. So this would be the female version of the goblins. Had a bit of fun drawing this one out, but where I really had fun with these guys was where I started colouring them. So I went with the same design with her. It'd be basic with leaves going around them, and the fig leaves going around for clothing. And obviously very smelly, simple things as clothing, longer hands. I don't know why, but I figured that would just be a neat fix. Necklaces made of flies, and they've got interesting names. So as you can see, he's got the stick. He wears a little Deku shield, I will call it. It's not really a Deku shield, but he wears a shield. And then I decided to go over it in finish line. So yeah, so this would be how I clear my lines up. And as you can see, it's going to be a nice little quick flyover because there wasn't really much I needed to do. Because I could have probably got away with those previous lines. And yeah, so I decided to put the sketches on for a little rough shade for his muscle lining, crooked toes. Again, same plastering around the bats. Draw the honey in. And I like the way I render the stones to finish this off. That little patch there is probably a piece of skin from maybe some sort of game that he either bested or beat, in order to show his significance within his little clan. And obviously, he found some sort of inspirational or some sort of valuable stone that would give him some sort of advantage within his clan for sure. So yes, I had a lot of fun drawing this character out. I believe this one's name was Orca. I gave him a shields to go with the bat, and yeah. So if you'd like to see any more of these, yeah, most certainly give me a shout out, because I did have quite a lot of fun doing these. And I have a lot more characters, some that still need to be copyrights, but yeah, hopefully I hope to bring these guys into the into my promo. Probably next. I'll probably start working on them next. I haven't really thought of a story for them yet. For the main story, I have them laid out, but for my promo, I think I might try and squish them in there if I can, just to advertise them a little bit more, a little bit better before I start my my graphic novel, of course. And yeah, I hope you like seeing how I handle drawing up a few of my gimmicks, a few of my props, and a few of my characters. And hopefully, well, I enjoyed coloring this one as well. What I did find tricky was finding different colored greens, but I enjoyed shading the majestic stone. I gave it a lot of textures to really give it that powerful feel as it shines upon him, and it leaves a resonance along some of the stuff like the props and the bats. Leaves a glow around, probably something that also helps to attract the flies. I also got to thinking that goblins probably are very attracted to things with bad smells as to pretty things with beautiful smells. So I figured to really highlight that fact by bringing out the flies. So here I started drawing my other character, and obviously he's quite a dominant figure within his little clan. So yeah, it's just cleaning up the line art in order to have them prepped. As you can see, I made these arms slightly longer to match the feminine, so as to not make the feminine so distinctive from the males. But I wanted to, I'm not sure if I ended up shrinking out arms a little bit, but I think I left them long, and if so, that's because I may have them like apes, you know, like they may be their designation, their place of residement may be within trees, but I haven't really figured that bit out yet. But this bit, the cracks here, is obviously where he's clubbed a dinosaur in the back of the head, and obviously bested it that way through his shields. This one probably holds the wooden swords. I probably could have colored the skull of the dinosaur in a bit better. Maybe gloss it out, or maybe even made it a bit more dirty, because obviously it smells. But something I probably will get around to. If you see the way I will upload the video of my my zombies, and you see how I kind of played around with the textures on them. So it was something that I should have probably applied into this. It was something that I've never really done before, and I said something that I would like to test my hand at, and I think I tackled it pretty darn well. But it didn't occur at this time. It hadn't occurred to me to use that little skill. I hadn't really done it yet. But yeah, enjoyed it a lot. I've used a different green on this one, but relatively the same. went with basic browns as they just used basic wood. And then here, what I decided to do is I wanted to keep cute eyes, relatively big eyes for the female, just to keep that kind of cute look. I was thinking if there were to be faced with a child, would the child be scared of them instantly, or would the child think they were cute before they realized that they were like devilish beings? So that's what I had in mind when I was drawing this. So I figured go with something cute, and then draw the ears out. Like I said, I think Booby Room is going to be more PG than it will be quite graphic, or for the more mature audience. So for that reason alone is why I think I might simmer things and keep it quite tame. But based on that, yeah, I hope you do like everything that you see. I will get rid, as you can see, the females. I brought out the fact that she has the flies around her, a lighter touch tone to the green, obviously because she's a feminine figure, but obviously very she stinks quite a bit, of course. So I did bring out a few textures on her, so she will look a bit dirty as to the other two. At least I believe I do bring it out within this upload. So her name's Leica, he's Orca, and he's Donna. And yeah, pink hair to go with it to make it look nice. It would scare a child because her eyes are dark and then yellow and then dark again. But yeah, hope you enjoyed what you see, guys. I have to say, it's your boy Patience. As you can see, the textures on the stones, the textures I'm about to put onto her, dust her up, the highlights of the greens, just to bring out her little features. See your boy Patience, guys. Leave your likes, your thumbs, and your comments down below. Over and out.
Hard work, your boy, hard work. He puts it